What if I told you the queen of loyalty just got dethroned by a boxer in heels? Remy's tears are real. The birthday cake was eaten without her, and Papoose just turned heartbreak into a headline. Buckle up, because this tea is scalding and the internet has receipts. Gentlemen and ladies, have your tissues ready. But no, reserve those for the ultimate tea we're going to reveal, not for Remy Ma. Because in a turn of events right out of a BET melodrama, the queen of rap regret is purportedly crying while her ex-boyfriend Papoose blows out birthday candles with Claressa Shields, a former boxing champion who is now a boo thing. Indeed. Yes, you heard correctly. Papoose is formally ushered in his new era. But what about Remy? It seems that she is trapped in her own heartbreak group chat. But hold on, how did we get here at all? Weren't these the same pair that admired black love, anniversary bars, prison letters, and matching outfits? Now, while Remy browses Instagram in 4K with emotion, it's cake, candles, and Claressa. What took place behind those doors covered with diamonds? More significantly, did Papoose recently surpass Remy Ma on the timeline she previously controlled? Screenshots have been made public. Voice memos have come to light. Unnamed insiders are speaking, and sweetheart, we mean it when we claim that Remy is squeezed like a Dominican blowout. Everyone is watching this tale of betrayal, birthdays, and a breakdown that no one anticipated. Keep an eye out. Listen, we would have laughed 5 years ago if you had told us that Remy Ma, the unstoppable Rottweiler of the rap industry in a wig, would be seen sniffing into a high-end tissue as her partner celebrated a birthday with a boxer. Hard, but now that we're here, it's delivering heartbreak in high definition, baby. The timeline began to glow like a gasoline-dipped Christmas tree. Papoose and Claressa Shields, the unbeaten, undisputed boxing queen from Flint, Michigan, were shown with balloons on the internet as they celebrated what was dubbed their first official birthday together. Cake was present. There was matching Louis Vuitton. And in the internet's corner, according to reports, Remy Ma shed actual human tears. Let's not pretend to be spanking you now. Papoose and Remy weren't just a couple, they were the blueprint. Love in prison. Bars for loyalty. The Wendy Williams show featured matching mink coats. And now, Remy is left with the emotional burden, while Claressa is carrying the candle. We also have receipts. Oh yes. Let's go back a little. You see, rumors of trouble in paradise began long ago when Remy Ma was seen getting a little too close to a certain rapper who rhymes with Mifty Rent. Twice. Rather than confronting the issue directly, our girl Remy bombarded us with ambiguous tweets about miscommunication and privacy, while Papoose fell silent, which is louder than a diss track in celebrity jargon. However, this birthday celebration, it was more than a celebration. It was a declaration, a rebranding in public, an emotional eviction notice in full force. Instead of merely celebrating, Claressa and Papoose put on a happy show as if they were trying out for a limited series by Tyler Perry. Shall we paint the picture? Location: a rooftop in central Brooklyn that has not been identified. Decor: black and gold, said to represent new beginnings and knocking out the past. Guests: not enough to prevent leaks, but just enough to make it intimate. Music: rumor has it that the DJ played some Remy Ma songs before swiftly switching to Meek Mill when things became uncomfortable. But what was the night's true star? Claressa and Papoose's combined address. Ever the poet, Papoose took the stage and uttered, "People you thought would be with you forever sometimes park their cars and leave. OP." The audience let out a gasp. The champagne ceased to flow. According to reports, one of Remy's cousins abruptly quit the party group chat. However, depending on how much drama you like, it gets worse or better. Claressa immediately took the microphone and stated, "A true fighter does more than simply prevail in combat. She also triumphs in love." Oh, I see. Poetic clapbacks at birthday celebrations, then. Sources claim that Remy was visibly emotional when she saw the messages flood her feed back in the Bronx, or wherever she was hiding from the internet that evening. An insider, whom we'll refer to as anonymous but petty, informed us, like she was searching for a sign, she kept refreshing the comments. "I can't believe you really did this," she mumbled at one point. "We can't either, girl." Just when you thought it was over, fans witnessed something far more nefarious. The birthday montage video Claressa released features a photo of her and Papoose holding hands in front of a massive cake with the words "New Beginnings" etched in enormous edible gold letters. For those of you who don't remember New Beginnings, Remy and Papoose's joint mixtape was never made public. Could this be a coincidence? We do not think so. But wait, the birthday present is what made Twitter go absolutely feral. According to an untrustworthy source, Claressa gifted Papoose a personalized pen encrusted with diamonds that said, "You wrote for the wrong one. With me, create your future today." They had Wi-Fi and nothing to lose. Whoa! This is starting to get impolite, so someone needs to summon DJ K Slay's ghost. But the problem goes beyond heartfelt speeches and gifts of cash. Let's talk about the reaction of the hip-hop community. Fat Joe, silent. Remy's old label partner, French Montana, setting thirst traps in an attempt to distract us. But do you know who did say something? Lil Mo. If he's celebrating a new love and you're crying in private, sis, that ain't love. That is war, tweeted Lil Mo, the original vocalist for emotional support. The girls are struggling. Meanwhile, fans have gone full Inspector Gadget, uncovering past interviews, podcast clips, and archived Instagram lives where Papoose talked about dedication as the foundation of everything. Well, the foundation seems to have some holes in it. Worst of all, Claressa showed no remorse at the internet criticism she received. She even posted on Twitter the next morning. Some women cry over the past. Others throw parties in preparation for the future. Well, that's not a caption. That's a body bag. But before we get into the juicy leaks, behind-the-scenes betrayals, and voicemails that supposedly reveal the full scope of this birthday betrayal, let's take a quick break. Because this is bigger than just a birthday. It's the rapidity of this new relationship's development, the severity of the shade, and the fact that Papoose's resolve to change was made public. Is it just a bounce? A midlife plot twist? Or did Claressa wait in the corner the entire time for Remy to drop her guard? You're about to see the terrible details you were not authorized to see. DMs were exposed, deleted tweets, and one extremely suspicious hotel receipt. Prepare yourself because the gloves are off. So is the NDA. To start, let's talk about the deleted video. The tape that was taken down after being published by Claressa for exactly 37 minutes. It depicts her getting ready for the party with Papoose. Hairstyles, clothes, intimate mirror photos. But what really went viral? Claressa faces the camera and mouths the words. She fumbled. Just for a brief moment, barely 2 seconds, no sound, no caption, just vibe-based violence. Don't worry though, nothing truly dies on the internet. Faster than TMZ, followers saved and shared the video on Twitter, TikTok, and whatever burner accounts Remy Ma is probably using to keep tabs on her ex's every move. Then came the DMs. Screenshots allegedly retrieved from Remy's close friend's backup account show her texting Papoose 2 days before the birthday event. The message? I accept my shortcomings, but I never thought you would be the one to make me feel less than I am. Let's move on to the anonymous hotel receipt. A user using the handle at Bronx_gossip_hawk posted a blurry image of a hotel invoice from 2 weeks prior to the birthday celebration on Reddit. The user may be a retired private investigator or just a very underemployed person with a lot of time. According to reports, Papoose said, "I didn't humiliate you. I simply stopped concealing what you discarded." Boom. Merci, Dirob. Locked. Most likely. Twitter has turned this into a full-fledged fandom dispute. #Team Papoose, yes, that's their ship name now, is clapping back with boxing glove emojis and the classic. She lost the realest. Now he got the strongest. Under guest number 2. Redacted. But the bold caption read, "Someone checked in. A person was checked out." Look, we're not saying that this weekend getaway with Claressa was romantic. But let's assume that the room service included late checkout, whipped cream, and strawberries. Let's talk about answers. The Shade Room said in the caption of a 2018 image of Remy crying in a club. Sometimes the smile says more than the silence. Posted right next to Papoose's birthday smile. You can't be remixing loyalty and expect the chorus to stay the same. Charlemagne the God stated on The Breakfast Club, calling the circumstance. Karma in Fendi boots. Detailed. Yes. Does it have any significance? Absolutely not. Joe Budden interrupted without explanation, shouting, "This is why I don't believe in love or group text." Okay, Joe. Warm regards. There were even comments from Claressa's boxing community. "We don't just throw punches," Amanda Serrano, a fellow fighter, wrote on Twitter. "We pick up men who have been dropped too many times." A female, "It's not appropriate for you to turn sadness into a sport." And in the shadows, amidst all this chaos, on Instagram, Remy posted an enigmatic story. An entirely dark screen. On tear emoji. A screenshot of Keisha Cole's "I remember." "If that doesn't scream I made a mistake and now my life is a Lifetime movie, then I don't know what does." But wait, there's more. Because what's a controversy if it's not interrupted by a fake therapist? The caption of a now viral video uploaded by Dr. Loria Jeanette, a purportedly well-known trauma coach, read, TikTok astrologer with 20,000 followers, reads, "Remy Ma is grieving a man she thought would always be plan A until he was elevated to another person's dream package. And not to mention the birthday toast leak." The internet said, "Amen." Yes, Papoose's entire speech was filmed by a partygoer, possibly a cousin with a broken iPhone and no loyalty, and sent to media takeout. He says, "I gave everything, patience, time, and effort, but in the end, you stopped sowing seeds in arid soil." Claressa too. She gave the roots some water. "Sir, a TKO, that is." Claressa too. She was standing beside him, holding his hand as though she had just won his heart's WBA title. The crowd went crazy. In any case, the atmosphere was intense and petty, whether someone fainted in the back or just dropped their phone. However, fans are starting to question the timeline of it all. How long did Papoose and Claressa train together? Was she in his corner, literally or figuratively, long before that? Most importantly, did Remy foresee this? Apparently, Remy told a friend, "I always thought he'd wait for me to fix things." According to another suspicious leak, this time via a voice message posted to a celebrity gossip Discord. "I never thought he would find peace elsewhere. Don't wait for the lease to expire, girl." What about Papoose? He moved on, up and out. Claressa posted a post-party boomerang of her and Papoose clinking champagne glasses with the caption, "Round 1, ours," which only made things worse. Or, let's be honest, better. For the viewers, second round, let's construct. Remy Ma may be crying, but it's clear that Claressa is planning. To be clear, this isn't your normal celebrity comeback. There has been a rebranding. The grins, commercial-level toothpaste. The clothes, coordinated. The message, clear, loud, and with a caption. As the dust settles, fans are taking sides, and Remy's silence is deafening. Will Remy fight to regain him? Part 3 will delve deeply into the investigations, ramifications, and future developments surrounding this chaotic love triangle. But don't get comfortable just yet. The scandal is just getting started. Will Claressa be living there permanently? Will Papoose release a diss track called Tears of a Queen? Oh, y'all better sit down. The fallout phase is upon us, the time when legal teams are allegedly circling like sharks with ring lights. Rumors are getting louder. Direct messages are getting dirtier. Remy Ma is no longer just crying in private. According to one insider, a hairstylist who reportedly did her glam the night after the birthday celebration, Remy is in full meltdown mode. She isn't eating. She isn't sleeping. And no, she isn't sleeping. "I never thought he'd do this in public," she said repeatedly. "I assumed we were private individuals." Surprise, reminisce, when the entire internet has popcorn, love isn't private. And just when you thought there was no more chaos in this situation, the lawyer walks in. Yes, fans spotted a very familiar figure exiting a law building in central Manhattan. Keith Donahue, Papoose's longtime business attorney. The same man who helped Papoose secure a copyright for the phrase, "Black love bars, you know." Sources claim he was seen carrying paperwork and wearing a face that screamed, "Someone is about to split the empire." Now people are asking the real questions. Did Remy and Papoose have a prenuptial agreement? Are investments made jointly? Who gets custody of the brand? But while the adults are busy possibly preparing a defense, the online jury is having its own trial, and baby, it's messy. One YouTube commentator dropped a 2-hour breakdown titled, "Remy Ma, From Rap Royalty to Regret." Another TikTok theorist used slow-motion videos of her crying over Lauryn Hill's X Factor and compared the body language of Papoose with Remy versus Papoose with Claressa. writing, "Notice how he leans into Claressa's energy." That's years of suffering in silence, not a girl in a dire tracksuit. But wait, it gets weirder. A federal oversight committee has reportedly started looking into Claressa Shields' recent sponsorship agreement with a certain wellness beverage brand. Why? Because someone said that the $45,000 price tag for the party was questionably funded. We're talking about a 5-tier cake made entirely of edible platinum. How? A private rooftop venue, a famous DJ, don't ask, and gift bags filled with real Cartier bracelets. Do you think that's boxing money? Maybe. If she can knock out women in the ring, what makes you think she can't knock out Remy with a bag and a brunch menu? That's from one of the over 600 comments on the Reddit thread titled, "Claressa Gate. Did she use endorsement money to win Papoose? Iconic." Meanwhile, Remy Ma's fan group, The Reninators, is organizing a virtual vigil on Twitter Spaces titled, "Mourning the woman who gave us, conceded, but lost her man." Don't think Remy is going to stay in the background forever, though, because last night she dropped a mysterious freestyle on her Instagram Live. It was only 45 seconds long, a cappella and a little unsteady, but the bars were as sharp as a barbershop fade. She ended by saying, "You took the throne for granted. Now that kingdom is gone." But the problem remains, will Papoose respond? According to an unnamed Atlantic Records intern who definitely signed a non-disclosure and doesn't care, Papoose has been in the studio working on a new song called Golden Gloves, Cold Hearts, with lyrics like, "You played chess with a queen, now you're boxing with a pawn." Whoa! It's in iambic pentameter if I'm crying, she said. If that track title doesn't scream. I moved on and I'm rhyming about it with emotional bass lines. I don't know what to do. And what about Claressa? Oh, she's doing well. She's posting workout videos with the caption, "Abs are built by breaks." She's taking photos with celebrities like Vivica A. Fox and Megan Good, who, incidentally, commented on one of her posts with 3 fire emojis and the words, "He glowed up." Meanwhile, Remy Ma shared an old clip of her and Papoose on Love and Hip Hop with the caption, "Remember when love was real?" But she didn't specifically respond. The shade is no longer even subtle. A nuclear eclipse is happening. What comes next? Rumor has it, Remy is considering doing a sit-down interview to reclaim her narrative. Possibly with Jada Pinkett Smith, of course. Insiders claim she wants to talk woman to woman about self-worth, betrayal, and how she learned to cry without ruining her edges. Translation: subtly introduce the next chapter using palm trees and thirst traps, while fans argue over who was right, who was being spiteful, and who is secretly planning a collaboration with Summer Walker. One thing is clear, this was more than just a breakup. This was a reboot gone public. Remy Ma may be crying right now, but in the world of celebrity drama, tears are only the teaser. What comes next? Probably an album, an exclusive interview, or a full-length reality show spin-off called Left on Read with Remy Ma. But let's face it, at the heart of all this chaos is a question we all secretly have. How can a committed relationship end in voice notes being leaked, boxing metaphors, and birthday candles being blown out by a new queen? More importantly, who is writing the final verse of this saga? Remy? Papoose? Or Claressa with a mean hook and a platinum pen? Only the Instagram lives will tell, dear viewers. We'll be right there with tissues, tea, and the truth when the next chapter drops. So please, like, subscribe, and enable notifications because of this story. It's far from over. Stay curious, stay messy, and never forget, even the toughest people fall the hardest in the world of fame and love. Tell us in the comments, was Papoose forced out? Is Claressa Shields his new undeniable champion or just the rebound? And also, please stop side-picking, making assumptions, and posting tearful memes, especially while the cameras are rolling.